photographs have been uploaded to social media, and it shows what looks like a strange object falling to the ground. Those who uploaded them said it happened in the evening, but were unsure of where this happened. A few locations have been put forward, but the original uploaders said they wanted to remain anonymous. Although they didn't give a specific location, they did say they watched the object for several minutes, describing that she saw something fall out of the sky but said that it didn't look like an aeroplane, and even went on to describe the object as looking like a squid, saying that she could see appendages coming off it that reminded her of legs. The bizarre description sounds like she could have been confused and saw something different from what was actually falling. But when you zoom in on the image, it does in fact look like there's some appendage towards the back of the object. The photographs were posted to online groups that investigate mysterious sightings, and one user said that although they didn't see this object, they had seen something similar, describing their encounter as looking like a round object that was moving through the sky and leaving a trail, before it then suddenly vanished. They tried to find out more information on the news the following evening, but said that nothing got covered and they never found out what the object was. It's for this reason that some have suggested that the military are behind these sightings, and say that they may be testing out some new technology, or carrying out a routine test. In some cases though, these objects have even prompted police to investigate further, although in most cases there never seems to be a follow-up for what was seen. There's others that suggested it was an aeroplane, but some have disputed this, saying that although aeroplanes fly over many regions, most of the time there's not one in the area at the time of these encounters. One user said the following: "I live in Texas and I've seen something that matches the description of this object. Me and my husband were heading out in the evening and we saw this large plume in the sky, and one of the first things that came to mind was that it may have been an aeroplane, but as we looked closer we couldn't see any wings on the aircraft, and as it came closer it just looked to be in the shape of a ball. It also didn't make any noise, there was just a lot of smoke coming from it. At the time of the sighting we were at the bottom of a peak, and the object travelled right above us and fell somewhere over the peak. Same as what others have said, when we tried to find out more information, no one seemed to know anything. There was no police report, it wasn't featured on the news, and when we asked friends and family, they too hadn't seen it. I was surprised by how such a large event could go undetected. We still wonder what that object was, and seeing this photograph reminded me of that encounter." End quote. Interestingly, every year people report seeing strange things in our sky, and although it's important to remember that many of these get explained using everyday things such as helicopters, planes, animals, debris and natural phenomena, sometimes these sightings and encounters don't fit into any of these categories, and it leads some to carry out further research in the hopes of explaining what was seen. Even those in the scientific world have come forward with strange sightings, leading them to further investigate the true nature of their encounter. Dr. F.B. Harris was not alone in his witnessing of strange winged objects moving across the faces of celestial bodies. Back in 1880, an Italian astronomer by the name of Ricco, who studied out of the observatory located in Sicily, noticed a similar unidentifiable winged object crossing over the face of the sun. According to Ricco, it was on the 30th of November at around 8 AM that he was watching the sun through a specialized lens, noting that these are used in order to get accurate visions of the solar flare phenomena. However, as he was studying the celestial body, he began to notice peculiar black objects that would occasionally obstruct his view of certain areas of the solar flares. Focusing in on the black bodies, believing that perhaps he was witnessing a rare event of a meteor or comet body crashing into the surface of the sun, he began to realize that something far more dramatic was occurring. He would later publish the following notes on what he saw. "I witnessed winged bodies in two long parallel lines slowly travelling apparently across the disk of the sun. They looked like large birds or cranes." End quote. Rico would be unable to explain his findings significantly and would never comment again on the event for the rest of his life, fearing both ridicule and possibly the destruction of his career in astronomy, and also his personal reputation in the objective physical sciences. This has caused many to question whether other astronomers and researchers have witnessed strange things during their careers, but keep quiet due to the fear of being ridiculed by other scientists. So what do you make of these interesting sightings? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.